Okay.
So remember, if you do not have a yoga blanket, you can use a beach towel or whatever big towel you have. So we're gonna sit. We're gonna cross the legs. The way we cross the legs, so we find the center of our shin bones, and then we make a big X here, and we just release the thighs, the knees on the floor. As we roll the shoulders back. Now, before we close our eyes, and just rock yourself here side to side, just to notice, to find where your sitting bones are, right? And then from there, just stop moving and begin to root the sitting bones on your blanket. Let the pubic bone towards the navel and send the chest a little bit towards the back. So when you look to the side, so you can see that the shoulders are on top of your hips. Your elbows are going to be very close to your torso, palms resting on your thighs. Close your eyes here. Take a couple of breaths through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And again, inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. One more time. Inhale deeply through the nose. Pause at the top. Open your mouth and exhale. Nice job. Now we Sadhana Pranayama. With my thumb, I'm going to close the right nostril. And I'm going to begin to inhale through the left. Close both nostrils. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close at the top. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Pause. Exhale through the right. Inhale deeply through the right. Pause at the top. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Pause. Exhale through the right. Breathing through the right. Close. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Pause at the top. Exhale through the right. Let's stay here for 10 more rounds on your own. Inhaling and exhaling through each nostril. Pausing at the top and then exhaling through the opposite. Keep going here until your eyes close. This is a great pranayama technique to really balance both sides, both hemispheres of our brains. Great way to balance the yin and the yang, the feminine and the masculine aspects of our bodies, and in general help us to balance our bodies. Stay here for a couple of rounds. Don't calm your mind. Calm your attention to your mind. For example, focus on your body's breathing or sensation. most of the time, it's not about your mind, it's about your relationship with your mind. Finish your last round, exhaling completely through the right nostril. Whenever you're ready, just release those arms again on your thighs. They're very good. Place the right hand on the outside of the left ear. Just begin to pull the head to stretch that left side of the neck. Nice job. Let's go ahead and now stretch the other side. As you lean the head to one side, you release slowly the shoulder away from the ear. Nice job. And we come back. Let's open up the arms in capital T. The chin is going to be all the way top to the chest. And I'm just going to send the chin to the right shoulder and the chin to the left. And slowly to the right. And to the left. Maintain your arms, shoulder alignment here. So you don't want to lift too much of the arms. You don't want to maintain them down. You want to create nice lines here. Side to side, couple more. Slowly to the back. Nice job. But go ahead and come back into center. And now tilt the head to the back of the group. Send the back of the head to the right shoulder. And then to the left. And right. And left. Notice here you're already arching the lower back and you send the navel all the way up. And keep rooting the seating bones on your blanket. Couple more, side to side. One more here. Nice job. And come back into neutral position. Lift the left arm up. Go ahead and bend the elbow. And with the right hand, just help the elbow, the hand, and the arm completely to reach the center of your back. So your fingertips want to reach the center of your back. Maintain those ribs in towards the spine. Take 2 more mindful breaths. And that's a release. Very good. Open up your arms, capital T. Lift the right arm up. Internal rotate the arm, bend the elbow. And grab the elbow with your opposite hand. As you root through the seating points, you rebound all the way to the crown of the head. Excuse me. Keep your breath. Nice job, everyone. Let's go ahead and release. Now let's cross the legs in the opposite direction with the other forearm, the other shin going to be on front. And I'm going to use my blocks. Remember, you can use it, thick books to substitute those blocks. I'm going to place in my forearm, my left forearm on top, and I'm going to lift my right arm up. Internally rotate the arm and begin to stretch it from the right seating bone that it's rooting down all the way up to the right hip bone, all the way to the lower right ribs, all the way to the armpit, and then to the fingertips. Gaze is up to you, taking it down or up. Even here, you want to maintain the shoulders on top of your hips. So don't forward fold. Keep sending the energy back. Sit on your seating bones. One more breath. Nice job. And come back. I'm going to place now my forearms on the other block. I'm going to lift my left arm up. Internally rotate. When I say internally rotate, really rotate the arm towards your face. And stretch. Keep your breath. Nice job. Let's begin to open up now the hips. So sitting here, I'm going to grab my foot, the one that is in the front. So in my case, it's the right foot. And I'm just going here to rock my leg side to side. So I really want to try to maintain my spine straight. And the way I do this is instead of sending the foot all the way to my face, I can maintain it low in order to maintain then my spine straight. So listen to your body, know your limits, and work little by little here. We're just stretching and opening up. Little by little. Couple more. Nice job, everyone. Now, I'm going to place my foot forward. Now my knee is facing up. I'm going to twist. So I'm going to go ahead and hug the right leg. And now my chest automatically is going to begin to rotate to the right side. Stay here. Take a couple of breaths. Lift it through the crown of the head. Both sides of your buttocks are on the floor. Keep rotating, shifting the ribcage to the right. One more breath. Now lift the right arm up and send that right hand to the lower back. If it's not the lower back, then maybe you can even grab super close to the left groin. If it's too much, you can always place the fingertips on the floor. Couple more breaths. Nice job. Let's go ahead and face forward and release. I'm going to release that right leg down. And now I'm going to go and wrap my other foot and leg. I'm going to rock it side to side. Noticing the difference, right? On this side, I can feel more open, so I can maybe lift my foot and my shin bone a little bit higher without compromising my spine. Side to side here. And letting very within the hip side. Two more. Nice job. Let's go ahead and now place that foot down on the floor. So notice that it's right in front of me. And depending on how I feel, how open I feel, I can send that foot closer to my pubic bone. I'm going to go ahead and with my right or opposite arm, hug that leg. Not opening my arm yet. I'm just trying to twist my spine, shifting my ribcage to the left, and trying to face completely the left side with my chest and shoulders. One more breath. Whenever you're ready, lift the arm and go ahead and bind or place the fingertips on the floor. Depending again, ease into the body. squeezing everything in. One more. Nice job. Let's go ahead and release. Nice job, everyone. Let's place those blocks away. Same with the towel or blanket. Hands to floor, knees to floor. I like always to remind you that we like to do lines in yoga, right? So shoulders aligned with the hands, hips aligned with your knees. Open up the chest, melt the belly, the chest, all the way down to the floor. Stay here, hold it for a second. Maybe for one deep mindful breath. Lift the head a little bit, stretch, and feel the curvature that you're creating. Nice job. And from the pubic bone, begin to lift. Now, going to the opposite direction. As now you round the spine. Nice job. Inhale. Open up. Exhale. Round the spine. Inhale. Open up. Exhale. Round. Couple more here. Nice job. Come back into tabletop. I want to maintain my hips on top of my knees for this next pose. So I'm just going to move my hands forward. And without sending the hips forward or backwards, all right? I'm going to stay here. I'm going to begin to open up like if I was going to go into cat pose and release my forearms on the floor. Maybe my head, maybe my chin, or maybe just my forehead. It's a nice stretch for the upper body. So think about melting. Two more. Nice. So let's go ahead and now come slowly back and forward and lay down on our bellies. Good. I want to maintain now my elbows under my shoulders into Sphinx pose. And instead of just dropping everything down here, I want to lift my belly, my ribs, my chest. And I want to open up my chest as much as I can while moving the shoulder blades away from each other. So keep pressing with the elbows and with the forearms and with the hands, the floor away as you lift up here. Maybe lift the head a little bit. You can feel the pubic bone, maybe the hip bones on the floor as everything else rebounds and lifts up the neck. One more breath here. Beautiful, come back. Now, I'm gonna move my left hand closer to the center, and I'm gonna make a fifth. I'm gonna curl my toes, and I'm gonna lift my hips and my thighs, and I'm gonna revolve so my toes are facing the right side. I'll lift my right arm up. Keep pressing the floor, pushing the floor away. with the forearm and the elbow. Give lift in the hips. Try to make an arch here, rainbow with your body. One more breath. Nice job. Go ahead and lift down. Place the forearm on the floor and release again into Sphinx pose. Fingertips are forward. Legs are completely on the floor. From your belly to the crown of the head, you're lifting the body up the mat. Nice job. Let's do the other side. So I'm going to move my hand, my right hand to the center now. I'm going to make a fist. I'm going to curl my back toes. I'm going to lift my hips and my thighs off the mat. Now I'm going to revolve the heels to the right, and I'm going to lift my left arm up. So if you think about it here, my shoulder, my right shoulder is still on top of my elbow. I'm still making lines. Lift the right hip off the mat. Make a rainbow as much as you can. One more breath. Nice job, everyone. Go ahead and place the forearm on the floor. One more time, Sphinx. And release. Open up the right arm in a capital T. And go ahead and revolve the body so you're on top of that right shoulder. Bend the top leg and place the foot on the floor. Lift the left arm up and place the hand on your lower back. Moving out. And come back. Very good. Belly and chest on the floor. Now extend the left arm, palm facing down. It's a capital T. So make sure the arm is completely straight. And now go ahead and revolve the body. So now you are on your left shoulder. Bend the top leg. Place the foot on the floor. Now lift the right arm and send that hand all the way to the lower back to create more of a twist here as we keep opening the shoulders and the chest. Beautiful. Come back. Hands right next to your lower ribs. Uncurl the toes. Top of the feet pressing down. Begin to lift the chest. Begin to lift the belly. Begin to lift the hips. And stay here with your knees still on the floor. Let's go little by little. Start with the chest. Start with the shoulders. Send the shoulders down as you lift through the crown of the head. So you're not here, right? You want to lift the chest and the hips a little bit more. Now, lift the thighs. Breathe in, 2. Knees to floor. Curl the toes. Press it back. Keep bending your knees a little bit. Downward facing dog, everyone. Full deep breath. Nurture your spine first. And so bend your knees. Keep your spine and the muscles around the spine a nice stretch here. And then add the legs. Bend one knee, and then the other. Beautiful. Downward facing dog. Lift the right leg up from the inner thigh and open up the hip now. So now the toes and the whole leg is facing the right side. Then stay here, just 2 breaths. Now send that right knee to the chest and place the foot in between your hands. Go ahead and release the back knee down, lift up, Anjaneyasana. If your palms don't touch at the top, that's fine. You can always hook your thumbs or maintain your hands separated, shoulder distance apart. Maybe lift the gaze, stretch all the way, everyone. You don't want to be all the way down, but actually you want to touch the ceiling, not just with your fingers, but with your whole body. So lift up. One more breath. Go ahead and send the palms to your heart. Let's keep twisted. I'm going to send my left elbow to the outside of my right thigh. So if you look here, my hands are very close to my right armpit. So in order for me to send those hands close to the chest, I'm going to press my left tricep against my thigh. And I'm going to lift the chest off my thigh again. So look, I'm super close here with my hands on my armpit. I'm going to lift the chest as I keep pressing the tricep. Twist here. One more. Some of us are going to stay here. Some of us are going to curl the toes and lift the back leg up. Try not to send too much away to the front leg. Send a little bit more to the back. One more. Nice job. Hands to the floor. Step to plank. Knees to the floor. Shoulders over fingertips. Hug your body. Chaturanga. Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Upward facing dog here. And press back. Downward facing dog. Lift the left leg up. Go ahead and open up the hip. And bend the knee. Maintain the right leg completely straight. One more breath. Nice job. Send the knee to the chest. Place the foot in between your hands. Release the back knee down. Anjaneyasana. Extend those arms all the way up. If your palms are touching, try not for your elbows to squeeze towards each other. Same with your deltoids, the muscles of your shoulders, all the way in. One more here. Palms to your heart. Second side. Now I'm going to place my right tricep around and on the outside of my left thigh. Palms to heart. Move your chest and your belly away from the thigh. Now what happens with that left elbow? It's facing back, everyone. The back wall. One more. Stay here. Or curl the back toes. Lift the back leg up. Distribute your weight. It's not just on the left foot. Send a little bit more towards the back. One more. Look down, hands to the floor. Step to plank. Chaturanga with knees on floor now. Ardha Mukha. Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Downward dog. Very good. Let's bend the knees and walk the hands to meet the feet. Now maintain your feet separated, hip bone distance apart, but bend your knees a lot, so maybe your belly can rest on top of your thighs. From here, lift your feet up and place the hands facing up under your feet. If this is not accessible today, you can always place your hands right next to your feet, palms facing up. If your hands are under your feet, go ahead and with your toes, press the crease of your wrist to the floor. And try to maintain those arms completely straight. Now you can stay here or work on straightening those legs. You can go slowly. The right one first, and the left one. Try not to round the spine. That's why we're bending the knees. If you can straighten both legs, great. Just try to send the weight forward. If you're here, keep the weight on the crease of your hips, and same thing, work on your hamstrings. One more breath. Very good. We're gonna lift up with a big curvature on the spine. So tuck the chin to the chest. Begin to push yourself slowly. And bring the chin to the chest. Straighten those legs. And last but not least, your head. Good. Nice job. Okay. So now we're going to work here with those props. I'm going to place the props in front of me. Now I'm going to open up the distance in between my legs, the feet. So when I open my arms, my feet are under my hands. So more than that is too much, less than this is too narrow. Ready? So open up and try to see if your feet can be under your hands. Very good. Hands to the lower back, elbows into. You're not here, you're trying to touch your elbows to the back of your body. Toes are pointing forward. Take a couple of breaths here. Siri was listening to everything. I'm sorry about that. Very good. So from here, with your chest, begin to forward fold. So stop at the middle and keep reaching your elbows. So your elbows are trying to touch, right? Stop here in the center. Feel the stretch. But from the sides of your knee all the way to the groin area, so you're really stretching the inner thighs and your hamstrings. One more breath. Now release the hands on top of your blood. If you're bending the elbows, then go ahead to the lowest height. My spine is completely straight, everyone. So go ahead and try to maintain that spine elongated. Now you don't want to send too much weight to the heels. You don't want to send too much weight forward. So maintain the weight in the center of your foot. One more. Nice shot. I'm going to rotate my heels to the inside now. And I'm going to sit and squat, palms to heart. Now, send the knees to the back, everyone, as much as you can. Now, lift yourself up. Make sure your toes are pointing the sides. And again, bend. And lift up. And then bend. And lift up. And then bend. And one more. Hands to your knees. Send the right shoulder forward as you keep pressing those knees to the back of the room. And send the left shoulder forward. And keep sending those shoulders forward and back. Couple more. Nice. And here. Good. Now, place the hands on the floor, send the heels again. In neutral position, toes are pointing forward, right hand down on the floor. You can use your block. Go ahead and place the left hand on your sacrum and begin to rotate the rib cage to the left. So I'm not lifting the hip, I'm just rotating the rib cage. You can stay here with your hand on your lower back, or you can extend that arm completely towards the ceiling. Now, even if you're here, if you cannot lift the arm all the way, try to maintain the right shoulder on top of the left. You're not here. At least move so they're stacked on top of each other. One more. And hands to the floor. Good, now right hand on your lower back. Go ahead and revolve the ribcage to the right. Maintain the sacrum aligned. Lift the right arm up. You're pressing through the whole sole of your foot, everyone. Lifting and the arches of your feet. One more. And down. Now, toe, heel, and begin to squat. You can use one of your blocks and place it under the sacrum, under your seating bones, right? Or you can just try to reach up and through the chest. As you take those palms together on your heart, and with your elbows, you're pressing the knees to the back of the room. A couple of breaths here. Very good. And I'm going to place my right hand on top of that block and the other block. And I'm going to lift my left arm up. I'm kind of like rotating my body to this side. Open up here. With my right elbow, I'm still pressing my right knee back. One more. Place that left hand down on your block. And now twist and rotate to the right. More weight on your heels, everyone. One more. Nice job. Downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank, top of a push-up. Line, shoulders on top of your hands. Go ahead and rotate the heels to the left. And now come and balance yourself on one arm. Lift the right arm up. We did this with the forearm on the floor. Now we're doing it with the full arm. Now place the top leg behind your left foot and arch. Back bend here. Elevate the right heel, everyone. One more. And hand to the floor. Plank pose. Rotate the heels to the right. Go ahead and balance yourself on that right hand. Lift the left arm. Same thing. We're trying to make a nice rainbow. Lift the hips. Go ahead and place that top leg on the back. And lift the hips. Send the arm above your head. Lift the hips. One more breath. And hands to the floor. Step to plank. But flow last time. Downward facing dog. Nice to floor, everyone. Send the hips to your heels, arms are back to where your heels are. Child's pose. Breathe into the body, the sensations. Whenever you're ready, come again. And let's sit on our sitting bones. Go ahead and extend those legs forward, keep bending the knees. I'm going to send my hands to the back and I'm going to place my right foot on top of my left thigh. So maybe from here I can move that foot closer to my sitting bones. Maintain the back straight. Nice job. Go ahead and now move the right foot. And now place the other one on top. Decide if you want to go a little bit deeper. Moving that foot closer to the glute. And let the thigh, the left one in my case, I'm pressing it forward to really open up the hip. Opening up the chest one more time. Nice job. Go ahead and release. Let's place that right knee down. And place that left knee on top. If this is not accessible today, instead of placing that foot like we did at the beginning in front, now you want to cross it to the other side. Wherever you are, go ahead and reach your forward. You can place those hands on top of your blocks and move forward as much as you want to. Okay, let's go ahead and come back. A second, so now I'm going to place my left knee now down. And then I'm going to try to place my right one on the top of this knot. Then I place my foot across the leg, and then I hinge forward. Stay here. Very good. And come back. Good. So now we're going to work on the strap. So I'm going to stay here, sitting on my blanket, or I can sit on my block. I'm going to place that left knee back. Right? So I can be here, or for more space, I can be here. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and grab my strap, and I'm going to place my strap around my right foot. Very good. Then I'm going to grab my strap with the right hand, but I want my hand to be on the inside of my right foot. Good. So now I'm gonna try to round. I'm gonna try to maintain my shoulders on top of my head. But frowning here, lift the foot up the mat. If you can grab your foot, you can be here. Now stay instead of thinking about straightening the leg just yet. Go ahead and lift the chest up. This is kind of like what we were doing here when we were rocking the leg, but now this is kind of like half happy baby if you think about it. If you were laying down, this is half happy baby. So send the thigh and the knee to the back. One more breath. Stay here or decide if you want to extend the leg all the way. Both the sitting bones are on your prop, whether you're using the glove or your blanket. Lift the chest, shoulders down, take a couple of breaths. And release. Nice job. Now place that knee and shin bone on the floor and come and get that left leg and foot forward. Place this strap around your left foot. Just so you know, we have one side more open than the other, so be gentle to yourself. So my hands on the inside, I'm just going to lift my foot. So try to send the knee now closer to the armpit. You can stay here, you don't have to straighten the whole leg. Hip lift to the view, big bone towards the navel. One more. Whenever you're ready, if you feel like it, you're gonna go in and extend that leg. Hold your breath. Nice job, everyone. Go ahead and release. Let's move the prop. And now let's lay down on our backs. Hands to your knees, begin to create some movement here on the hips. Go ahead and move in the opposite direction. Very good. You can opt to place a block in between your inner thighs or not. Open up your arms, capital T, palms facing down, rooting down. Go ahead and lift your feet so they're aligned with your knees. And now move your thighs away from your lower belly so you're in a 90-degree. From here, begin to rotate side to side without touching the floor. Really working on your core here. Side to side. Take your time, move slowly. Think about massaging your lower back. Couple more. The key here is to maintain your feet in the and your legs, the whole leg, in a 90-degree. Nice job. Next time, let those thighs so fall completely to the left, but this time move your knees closer to the armpit. Use your left hand and press the thighs towards the floor. Relax here. Breathing up and down. Stay centered. Nice job. Come back. And now send the knees very close to the right armpit and roll to the right. Think about a vertical line all the way from the crown of the head to your pelvic area that separates both sides of your body. Sit in the center, sit on the line. Observe both sides. Nice job. Come back here. Extend the right leg forward. Don't touch the floor. Place the hands in the back of your head and touch the left knee with the right elbow. Go ahead and switch. And switch. Now go a little bit faster. Keep yourself centered. Couple more. And 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Knees to chest, Uttanasana. Happy baby, Ananda Balasana. Very good. Release both feet flat on the mat. Move your hips forward, closer to your feet. Extend your arms forward on the mat. Try to reach your heels with your fingertips. Grab the outer edges of your mat and now lift the hips off the mat. Walk your shoulders towards each other. Stay here. Breathe through the belly, not through the chest. It's easy here to breathe. And maintain the energy on the chest, and you push it down to the belly and the hips. And release. Open up your feet, mat distance apart. Windshield wiper. Nice job. Good. From here, just begin to extend one leg after the other. You can place your yoga blanket on top of your thighs, your hips. And just relax here in Shavasana for a couple of minutes. Grounding yourself. Resting your mind. No need to overthink. Just be at ease. Stay centered. Begin to take another breath. Wiggle your toes, your fingers. And to move your head side to side. And stretch your arms behind your head. Stretch your legs in front of you. Send your knees to your chest and roll to the right side in a fetal position. And whenever you're ready, come and sit in a comfortable sitting position with your palms together on your heart in gratitude. And lifting the head, lifting the heart, bowing here, and dropping all our wisdom within. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavatu. May all beings be happy and free. And may the thoughts, words, and actions of my own life contribute in some way to that happiness and freedom for all. Namaste. Nice job, everyone. Stay safe, healthy, and sound. And I will see you on Wednesday.